I'm Dr. Uche, a practicing physician who's been coaching others to write and publish their biographies since 2013. The first autobiographies I brought to publication were for my dad and granddad, and those took more than 5 years and lots of mistakes. On this channel, I will show you the tools I use to perfect the process so that you can have your biography done in 6 months or less without the delays and mistakes. Remember to subscribe and share with your friends. Let's dig in. Did you watch the Olympics? I did. I love synchronized swimming. I love synchronized diving. I love swimming generally. I loved gymnastics. There's some fabulous women in gymnastics in Team USA. Let's see what else I really liked. I loved the track athletes, watching that, some amazing, amazing people. But there's something else I took away from this particular Olympic Games of 2024, a very important thing I couldn't help noticing. Stay with me. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh, the world is getting smaller. I could not help noticing, and I loved it. The world is more and more diasporian. I mean, you have people of all appearances, all looks, all skin colors representing every single country you could imagine. I had people who look like me representing countries in East Asia, representing countries in Europe, representing countries all over, and vice versa. There are people who don't look like me representing countries with ancestries where you would not ordinarily expect to see such. And I love that, because human beings are traveling, we're living in all sorts of places, but most importantly, people are being embraced and recognized for where they live, were born, and are growing up, right? Your ancestry is your ancestry. Nobody can take that away from you. But I love that people can be born and grow up in a place and be embraced as belonging to that place, because in many cases, that is all they know. So I loved to see that representation. I love to see young people doing amazing things for varied countries they call home, regardless of ancestry. I love to see the lovely lady who sang the French national anthem off the top of a building at the Olympic opening ceremony, and that was beautiful. So what I'm talking about in this video, however, is even with the beauty of our increasingly diasporian world, there is much beauty in preserving history, preserving ancestry. So for your child who maybe they're like me, they're third culture, born in one place, grew up in a second place, ancestry from a third place, or maybe they're first, second generation born, bred, raised in a place. Do they know where they came from? Do they know where their families came from? Oftentimes I ask people, if we go back 500 years, where were your people? And that's an easy way to know ancestry. And you'll be surprised. A lot of people have an answer, but I have met adults, Gen X people, who say, I never thought about it. I actually don't know. Is that gonna be your child? Is that going to be your grandchild or your great-grandchild in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 decades? Is that going to be them not knowing where they're from? You can do something about that. You can write down that history. Write it clearly so people know where their origins are from, okay? No matter where they end up, so they know their origins. I think that is truly important. That is yet another reason why you are uniquely positioned at this time, at this very moment, to write down that history so that people will always know who come after you, okay? I'll see you in my next video.